Hey, good morning, children. How are you all? I hope we all are doing great. We were doing this chapter, cooking and eating habits, correct? And we have learned in our previous video about how the food and the way of eating evolved from our early man who used to eat raw food to today's cooking styles. And we all know, I don't know how many of you observed or not your mother, whenever she's cooking in the kitchen, she uses different methods of cooking for different food items, right? Like idli is being put it in idli cooker where it is steamed and cooked. Your puris and your all fritters, that is your different kind of pakodas and all, they are deep fried. Yes, rice and all are boiled, your dals, your pulses are boiled, your rotis are directly heated. Yes, so these are the different styles of cooking methods which are being used in our kitchens on a daily basis, depending upon the food which we are preparing. So today's class is going to be interesting because we are going to learn one by one the different methods of cooking in the kitchen to make our food more softer, delicious, and easily digestible for us, right? So stay tuned for that. Yes, methods of cooking food. We are well aware that there are different methods of cooking food, correct? I said you, right? For different food dishes which we eat in our day-to-day life, we prepare it with different cooking styles, right? Roti is prepared in a different way. Your rices are in a different ways. Your idli, dosas are different ways, correct? So, first one which we are going to see is boiling. Many of our food items we boil and eat it, correct? Food can be cooked by boiling it in water for some times. If we boil the food items in water for some time, it gets prepared for us. So the major example is our rice and dals, right? What do we do for rice? We boil up the water, we put the rice inside that. After a few minutes, our rice is ready. It gets boiled properly, it gets cooked in that boil in the water, and it is ready to be eaten. And also our different pulses. Basically, these pulses we actually boil it and then we eat it. Yes, pulses are usually cooked by boiling them in water for different periods of time. Different pulses take different time frame to get cooked. So we cannot directly put it in deep fry. We cannot do deep fry for that. We cannot roast it on direct flames and all. These are supposed to be boiled in the water so that they become softer and digestible and we can have it. Yes, we use different seasonings to enhance the flavor for sure. But then basically these are the food items. Just try to recall what are the different food items which we actually boil and eat it. Yes, sometimes we boil potatoes. Yes, corns. Yes, sweet corns. We directly heat the sweet corns also, but then basically it has been boiled and eaten, right? Boiling is also a major part of our food preparation because of a reason saying that boiling actually kills the germs. Also, you might have heard your doctors also saying that whenever drink boiled and cooled water, right? Water also contains germs. Yes. So to get rid of the germs present in the water, you're supposed to boil it in a high flame and then cool it and then drink it. It's perfect. The germs gets killed. So there's a reason boiling is one of the major part of cooking. Also, it has been said, saying that, as I said, you boiling removes the germs. Yes, so it is always preferred instead of going for junk food, instead of going for some preserved food, right? So ready-made preserved food, those are not good for health. But then if you eat nicely boiled and cooked food, it is free from germs and you can eat it without any fear. Yes, and one more, and basically we use cookers. Yes, You might have seen, because boiling takes some time. Yes, if we make it, if boiling usually are done on open flame also, children, like in an open vessel, which we close it with a lid. But these days, the inventions are so nice that we have cookers available, right? Pressure cookers. So we just put rice in the rice cooker, or we just put pulses with some water, flavorful ingredients in that, and we pressure cook it. A pressure cooker is usually used for these type of processes, right? We always have seen our parents, our mother cooking the dal in pressure cooker, right? It takes less time and it gets cooked easily. And yes, one of the famous thing, eggs are being boiled and eaten, right? We always say eggs are eaten in a different forms also, but the best form to eat egg is to have a boiled egg, right? So eggs are first boiled and then eaten, right? To have its the most benefits of having eggs, nutrients for us, is to have a boiled egg. So what do we do? What do we do? We put our eggs into water and boil it over the gas stove, and within few minutes our eggs are ready to be eaten, correct? And not to be forgotten, our famous milk. Yes, what do we do for milk? Do we directly heat it, pour it on the flames? No. Do we put it in oil and deep fry? No. But then we boil the milk, right? We pour our milk in a vessel and keep it on the gas stove. Milk is usually boiled before consuming, as boiling kills germs that can spoil the milk. As I said, you even for the water, if you just boil it, cool it, and drink it, the germs inside present inside the water also gets killed, and it is very good for health to drink such kind of a water. Plus, milk, if we are drinking raw, if it is, see what happens these days, if you're directly having, if you have a cow at your house and if you're just directly taking out the milk and having it, that is okay. But still, many of us prefer to boil it and drink it. And one of the major reason of boiling a milk is to preserve it and let it be for longer time, right? You might be knowing, if the milk is not boiled and if it is kept outside without boiling for few hours, it gets spoiled. Why? Because the germs present inside the milk will make the milk get spoiled easily, right? To kill those germs and to make the milk stay for longer time, it's always preferred to boil it and store it so that it can stay for a little longer time than just letting the milk be away. Plus, it becomes more healthier for us to drink it. Unlike if you are having a cow at your house and you're able to drink it directly from the cow, take it in a container and just have fresh milk, that is absolutely fine. But then if you just take it out and you're just going to keep the milk for sometimes in the vessel, it definitely attracts germs. And though that milk, if it is not boiled, firstly it gets spoiled and it is not good for us to drink it. So milk is usually boiled before consuming, as boiling kills germs that can spoil the milk. Plus, as I said, boiling helps to preserve milk for longer time. You just try it, okay? This is an experiment for you. Just when you take a milk from your milkman or you're taking from a packet, do not boil it. Take the milk and keep it outside for like few hours and then try to heat it. It will get curdled, okay? It will get spoiled. But as soon as you take the milk from the milkman and just try to heat it, just heat it and let it cool down, it will stay for whole day easily and it will not get curdled. Please do try this experiment with the help of your parents. Now the next thing is steaming. Yes, many of our food items, we also steam and eat it. Now, when I say steaming, I mean to say the steam coming out of the boiling. See, boiling and steaming are different, two different things, but both requires water for sure. In boiling, we are putting the food item inside the water. Okay, we are directly putting inside the water and cooking with that. But in steaming, we are boiling the water. Whatever steam comes out of that water, in that steam, the food item gets cooked. You can see in the picture that bowl is being kept on the container, and that particular lid which is inside the container is having holes. So below that, the water is being poured and water keeps boiling and steam comes up, right? In that steam, the food items are being cooked. That procedure is called as steaming. Yes, in this case, cooking is done by steam obtained by the boiling water. What happens is it will be a two, uh, it will be a deep container. In between the container, there will be a lid having lots of hole. So in the lower part of the container, we pour water, and on this lid, and we cover it with a lid, and lid will not be touching the water for sure. And on that lid, we keep the food items to get cooked. And this is considered to be the best method of having cooking done. Now, can you see here? A deep vessel can be used for this type of cooking. Can you see it's like a double container, one at the below and one at the top side. The bottom will have water in that. In that we put this, you can see this particular container, and in this particular container we keep all the food items which we want to get steamed and put it over the water. Put it over the water, not inside the water. Okay. And steaming shortens the duration of cooking and helps in conserving nutritive values of the food. Can you see here also on the video wherein the food items, the vegetables are on this particular container which has lots of hole, and this particular container which is on the gas stove is having water inside that. And it when compared to other food cooking procedures, steaming requires very less cooking time. It takes really less cooking time, and also it keeps all the nutrients which are inside the food with it itself. It doesn't, see, when we do boiling, imagine we are doing boiling of some vegetable. We want to boil vegetables, right? And then we will be left with some water for sure. Yes, and we strain that water and just take the vegetable out of it, right? But that particular water which we are throwing it off, it also contains the nutrients which are being which are being dissolved in the water while the process of boiling. See, whenever we are boiling something, where we put the food item inside the water, it keeps boiling. So this particular food items, they discharge the nutrients present in them, a portion of them in the water. If we use that water, we get it completely. But if we discharge that water, we just throw away the extra water, then half of the nutrients are gone with that particular water. But here in steaming, neither we are putting this particular food item in the oil where the nutrients can get burnt, neither we are putting in the water, that water takes the nutrients, a portion of nutrients, but here we are steaming. So all the nutrients present in the food are inside the food itself. So it will not be discharged any which way. So this is considered the best food method in when we want to preserve the nutrients of the food inside itself, right? Steaming shortens the duration of cooking and helps in conserving nutritive values of the food, right? Steam cooked food is also easy to digest. Yes, it is easily digestible process. So whenever we want to just eat some food which is steamed, it is very easily digestible for us. Now, there are few more examples which are various. Yes, food like idlis and Doklas. Yes, we all love eating idlis. How are the idli prepared? Are the idli batter put in the water? No. Are they deep fried? No. We pour water in the idli container, idli cooker, and then on that, in the idli maker, that plate, we pour the batter and it gets steamed, and that is the best to eat, right? Whenever if you are having some stomach upset or anything, even doctors suggest to eat this kind of food, right? Because they are very easily digestible. They are not like the nutrient part are intact in that. It does not get away from the cooking process. Plus, it's not deep fried, there's no oil in it. We don't require any kind of extra oils or any other, uh, what do you say, spices. Steam keeps the thing supple, right? So, food. Special also the preparation of dokla. Dokla is one of the snacks which we all love to eat, right? So that is also steam prepared. We don't boil it, we neither fry it nor whether roast it, we steam it. So these are the two processes today we are going to learn. So today what have we learned? We have learned about boiling and steaming. The further few more methods of cooking like direct heat, frying, baking and all we will be seeing in our next video. Until then, bye-bye.